Alright. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Arknights. I'm terribly sorry about starting so late and all that jazz. Heck, I might even be starting later tonight than I did last night, and I don't mean to do that. Really don't. I think I need to resize my game window a little bit. Hold on a moment. There we go. And then I need to adjust it here. There we go, I think that's good. Alright, so last time we got Ulpianus, and we checked out a bunch of the new content in the game. This cool new... Oh, those of you who have been following me for a while will know that this cool new HUD is not actually new. I got it forever ago. It's just that none of the events since then have really fit the theme. It's supposed to be a wintry, icy theme, but I think it goes well with that background. But there's one thing I forgot to talk about. We got some sweet new skins in the game. We've got this one from Melanite, which appears to be... According to this description, she chose this gown to hide her true purpose for attending. So maybe this gown was somehow supposed to hide that she was here to assassinate someone? Or maybe she's testing someone? I mean, something. She's like a weapon tester or something. I don't know. Very cool outfit, though. There's Penance. The dust settles, the noise stops, and Nova Vocini finally quiets down. Here, the judge sheds her robes of the law, and with pen in hand, she writes of the turmoil that once rocked Syracusa. So I guess this outfit is something she would wear after Syracusa reaches peace, and she no longer feels the drive to be a judge or something. I just realized she even has a giant fountain pen over here. That's kind of nuts. Especially because the book she's writing in is a normal-sized book, but cool-looking skin. We have one for Gladia, which I think is her first skin. Still has her hat in the character model, but I'm really curious about these spikes all around her. Really interesting looking. It says, an outfit Gladia often wears. With the tides, she comes and goes freely between land and sea. The hunter is at ease, for the hunter is the tide. And lastly, one for Grain Buds that looks adorable. It says, a jacket and skirt woven by Da Wong's weavers for the festivities, gifted to Grain Buds to wear as she wanders the fields. Around her, the wonders of nature. By her side, fine friends to be sure. It just looks kind of pretty, really colorful. I really like it. And then there's also the Abyssal Hunter Lab, which can't be seen in the store there. I might have shown it last time in here, I don't remember for sure. But let's see. This one. Looks alright. I don't have all the parts yet, or I'd just put it on my ship and show it off there. I forgot there's probably
I'm so glad
item packs to get. And I won't be getting those on stream, because I don't accidentally want to show personal files of any kind. I mean, personal information of any kind.
No need to turn your head. I will keep
But let's
my
find
report
out real
brief.
quick. Okay, so there's a few packs in here. Starter Special Training Pack. You can promote a hired 6-star operator to Elite 2 Level 1. Ooh, I didn't know that was in here. They've got one for each of 4, 5, and 6 stars. Though it's funny that this one has the star first and the others two have it second. Oh, you get 2 for the 4 stars. That's really good. For starters, indeed. There's also Starter Monthly Pack. Interesting. Why would they have a monthly card and a starter monthly pack? That's Really interesting. There's also the guard ship pack and the heavy funding pack, which gives you 1 million credits. LMD, whatever you want to call them. Neato. Anyway, let's not delay further. What have you got for this tutorial? Learn how the Seaborn form carapaces and how to operate beacons. Interesting. Excrescent carapace, deployable for high ground operators. Okay. Waterway beacon, must be charged by a high ground operator, allows your units to deal burn damage when activated. Very interesting.
Got it.
Why can't everyone try
Alright,
stuff
what
along?
information have we got this time? I'm intrigued by how much these new Seaborn look less like sea creatures and more like wall art. So many sea monsters, it's impossible to deal with them all at once. It is not. You look like you're doing fine. There's nowhere for me to stand. I mean, technically there is, but, you know, gameplay rule semantics. It's called story and gameplay segregation. Pay attention to the battlefield. When that Seaborn died, its carapace proliferated onto the tile it was on, and now its kin should be avoiding that path. The excrescent carapace occupying the tile can serve as a high ground platform for ranged operators. Crews get on there and remain on standby, because, you know, that's more even ground to stand on than this thing, or this thing.
I won't sleep on the job.
Why stand on a nearly flat surface when you can stand on what essentially looks like extremely spongy coral?
There you are.
Oof, those things over there. The bubbly looking things. Don't like them. Another sea monster swarm. Make sure to use our waterway beacons. Allied units deployed on high ground tiles adjacent to a waterway beacon can charge it. The more operators surrounding the beacon, the faster it can charge up. But there aren't any high ground tiles around this beacon.
Here I am.
Use Seaborn's carapace proliferation on death, as we did earlier, to create excrescent carapaces for our high ground operators to deploy on.
Take aim. Please hold on.
Once the waterway beacon is fully charged, it slows down the movement speed of all enemies within range, and our operators now deal burn damage to them with their attacks, too. Now use the waterway beacon to wipe out the rest of the Seaborn.
Here I am.
Must wait for it to charge. Hey there, Orange. Glad you made it. How you doing?
There you are.
Wow. Hold on a minute.
There you are.
Oh, for a second I thought that That burn damage deals a ton of damage to this thing, but for a second I thought Cruz had managed to like 10-shot one of those things. Which sounds like a lot, but when you're talking about a bullet sponge, 10-shot is pretty good. You're good, and myself, it could be better. Had a disappointing experience earlier, but I don't want to talk about it on stream. A friend helps me cheer up, though. Well, more like a few friends, but one in particular. Okay, well, there's one exit. Why am I getting a phone call from my dad? Hold on a moment. Of course, right after I start streaming, I get asked to take the dog out. I haven't been asked to take the dog out all night. But these dogs just can't go to sleep at the same time as everybody else. Oh well. I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. Also, hello, Faiku. I see you in the chat there. Okay. Why not continue with this build and just see what happens? I also went and read some of the story today. I don't think I've seen this part of the story yet. I only read a little bit, but I do recall seeing a part that mentioned that the seaborne invasion of Iberia was actually just the aftermath of their war with the Aegir, which I thought was both funny and a little like, oh dear, but Irene accompanies Secunda in the investigation of a missing data scientist. Meanwhile, Gladia faces the tribunal at the Sophan Theatrum to address the irregularities surrounding the Abyssal Hunters. In the midst of it all, Ulpianus quietly appears by the doctor's side. Ooh. Oh my gosh, my dad's calling again. Hold on a moment.
Stay safe and keep in contact. Remember, the mission.
Hold on a moment, everyone. I don't think my dad realizes I took the dog out. Okay. Moving on.
Arrived at the objective.
If battle is unavoidable, I will not allow my weaknesses to get in my way.
Hold on. No, dang it! I accidentally clicked out of the window.
Don't give up. He who laughs last, laughs best.
Really sorry for my lack of energy tonight, folks. I'm just not having a great week. I don't know if I mentioned it, but you guys might have heard about an assassination that happened yesterday or 2 days ago over in New York
Will this
of
battle
a
be
particular
an interesting
CEO.
one?
And it so happens that that CEO
I don't really
was the CEO of the company that owns the company I work for. So yeah, that was,
I will not back down.
that's not helping my week. Because I work security, so beefing up security is never fun. On the bright side, I did get permission, long-awaited permission, to
Ready to advance.
make some new signs for our place, so that's nice at least. I don't have a lot of ground characters. Oopsie.
This execution is not worth it.
You've never ever noticed the hideous grins of conspirators.
I'll run you through.
Let's do this.
Music on the battlefield, especially when you face a Lysanian.
Oh, much better.
I will
And now
handle
I can
it.
do this.
Death will devour your
Oh
bones.
wow, they all died immediately.
Ready whenever.
I'll warm up my fingers first.
I hear them.
Insta-death, goodness.
They will cough up some use.
You've never ever noticed
Very
the
nice.
hideous grins of conspirators.
Let's do this.
Fine scenery. The shame about the fighting. Hinfort aus meinem Kopf.
What did that
Stronger
do?
dynamics.
Oh. That's weird, I thought I changed him to skill 2.
I hear them. The depths will devour your bones. I hear them.
Your orders, please.
I can take her out now.
Moving to intercept.
I forgot to change her skill too.
They will cough up some useful information.
Stronger dynamics. As startling as a tritone. Faster tempo.
Yeah, his skill doesn't even put the enemy in his range, so I need to
Am I the only tuba in your
probably
band?
not worry about that.
I hear them. Who takes joy in
That
the
was
fall?
very close. Lots of dudes coming in. Oh, but I blocked this wall here.
Pierce
Okay.
their flesh.
This execution is not worth witnessing.
Alright, that kind of worked out. I love the designs of the Aegir people. And these backgrounds are pretty awesome too. Gladia proves the innocence of the Abyssal Hunters with the help of their former technical advisor, Blandis, but suspicions around Ulpianus remain.
Awesome! Smooth like butter. I didn't need any backup that
I wonder
time.
if part of the reason I love the Aegir character designs, as far as like these background characters go, is because they wear so much black, blue, and gold, and it's like those are my colors, man. Them's my colors. I dig it. Okay, I need more ground, like proper ground units. Let's take out Fang. Put in Inez.
W on my team?
But also, I need you to have your second
This
skill.
power is not mine.
And I need
This island
you
is need of it.
to have your second
So I will
skill.
employ
I should yeah, that's set as default. I don't know why it wasn't changed already. Same here. I thought I got more of those earlier. But hey, I have some extra time today. Let's go make more. I guess she was for elite material, not books. That's my bad, but oh well. Is that an Iberian background? Comfortable, relaxed, breathable, and lightweight allows you to enjoy a perfect beach experience and absolute relaxation. I wonder where that beach is. That I don't think that's Iberia, because Iberia is supposed to be really gloomy despite its closeness to the sea. Is it Dociles, maybe? But Dociles, I think, usually looks a little more slummy. It's got those Venice Beach, California vibes, where it's like, it's slummy but beautiful. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this one. Secunda and Irene uncover that the disappearance of the data scientist may be linked to the Church of the Deep. When a squadron sent to place a beacon at a seaborne nest is attacked, the Abyssal Hunters launch a rescue mission.
Let's try to take up as little of our holiday time as possible.
Picked out your bait yet?
Be a little courteous to our guests, boys and girls.
I was about to say whose voice was that, then I remembered it's Harold's.
No one will find it.
He has such a cartoonishly British voice, it's always unexpected to hear it. Not cartoonishly British in a bad way, it just stands out so much.
It's my duty to stand here.
I'll make him disappear.
The performance will begin soon.
Did you ever imagine?
Put a sacred corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
He can go here.
Hinfort aus meinem Kopf.
And there's the summon from him. And he's got a few more.
This execution is not worth witnessing.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
As graceful as 3/4.
Your orders, please.
I'll go ahead and take these two out, just to give Ulpianus some time to shine.
I trust. Fall in! I hereby command! As graceful as 3/4.
Interesting.
Hinfort aus meinem Kopf.
Ebenholz is really messing around with these things.
Hinfort aus. I say this once. Protect
well.
your own lives first. I'll bear the onus.
I will
Okay.
handle it. Who takes joy in the fall?
Mission accomplished.
Cool. Faiku said burn damage goes burr. Indeed it does. I need to get Ifrit's new module. Secunda and Irene trace the data scientist's path to the city's previous stop, only to discover she is likely dead. The squadron sent to deploy the beacon was destroyed, and the Abyssal Hunters save only a few survivors.
Awesome! Smooth like butter. I didn't need any backup that time. Let's see what W and Enes have to say.
A life given willingly is a sacrifice. A life given unwillingly is a price. Both are burdens to bear for the one who ordered them. Also typo. A life given unwillingly is a price. Okay, so we technically have two directions to watch for here. One more time, if I can't deal with it, then it's time to change the squad. I'm sorry, I meant that was... Sorry if you heard that. Secunda learns unexpected details about the missing data scientist, shedding new light on the case. The battlefield situation has suddenly shifted, and despite their lingering doubts, the three Abyssal Hunters become part of the Waterway program at Consul Clementia's behest, formally joining the battle.
Stay safe and keep in contact. Remember, the mission comes second. Your lives come first.
Picked out your bait yet?
Don't think you can't hide your fear.
I will not back down.
Just trying to figure out my arrangement here.
I join in the performance at the right section.
It's time to teach these.
Can't you feel the cities crumbling away?
Great mind.
Close your eyes.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
We have airborne enemies.
Say something. It would be sad if you sank into the depths without a sound.
Careful of music on the battlefield, especially when you face a Lysanian. As graceful as Dreiviertel.
They will cough up some useful information.
Can't you feel the cities crumbling away?
Stronger dynamics.
I'll make him disappear.
As doleful as a clarinet.
什么事？在
And there's the obelisk. Looking very much like a regular tower. Goodness! That thing just gunned it! Did I pull a fish into this block?
As doleful as a clarinet.
Close your eyes. Feel the undulating wave. Too bad you've fallen in.
Casualties retreat! All out of
That was very close. Let's try this.
The operation.
I don't remember how she works.
As doleful
Attacks it twice and gain 1 coin upon defeating an enemy. When skill is manually deactivated, all coins will be spent to randomly attack enemies in a frontal area. Each coin spent in this manner hits once for 120% of attack as physical damage and knocks the target back slightly.
Close your eyes. Feel the undulating
I'm
wave.
guessing the ammo counting up is the coins. Ooh, very nice place. Is this supposed to be one of their laboratories? Also, little handies are a neat reference to the Stultifera Navis event. A little handy is kind of like a Roomba, but it can do a lot more than just vacuum stuff. A lot more. As you can see by the fact that it has a voice. To help the Abyssal Hunters recover quickly, Advisor Blandis once more performed surgery on them after many years, but the Church attacks soon after. Meanwhile, Secunda encounters Ulpianus outside the data scientist's refuge. The scientist left behind some final clues, but had already become a Seaborn.
From watching you and Gladia discuss your battle plans, I see that the two of you share similar lines of thought.
So how are you doing tonight, Faiku? The Aegir had forgotten the concept of fate, but must face theirs when matters spiral out of control. Two pathways, but this time they're directly split. But we also got a new character, now that I think about it.
Doctor, I'm glad to meet you on land. We're fighting the same war, and that is why I stand before you now.
Oh! That's Secunda. I was wondering about that earlier, but I thought this was a jellyfish hat. Based on the little icon. And I don't know, Secunda didn't look like a jellyfish, so it didn't occur to me. Cool. Only a 5-star, huh? Alright, Underflow, what can you do?
No need to turn your head. I will keep my report brief.
Oh, a century! Ooh, I didn't know we were getting a 4th century. That's very nice. Now anyone who missed out on the... Well, yeah, sentries are really good defenders to have if you need an offensive defender. They're great for offensive defenders. That's cool. What was the voice again?
I'm sorry, but the pen scratching you hear is just me engaging in shorthanding. To put it another way, I'm helping myself to think. I'm busy with Joint Marine Corps affairs, so I'm afraid I can't help you tackle your paperwork.
She sounds so official.
Doctor, I'm glad to meet you on land. We're fighting the same war, and that is why I stand before you now.
Gender female. Combat experience 8 years. No infection present. Flawed originium arts, but excellent tactical acumen and physical resilience. Secunda, actually, now that I think about it, it is mentioned that the Aegir don't have much knowledge of originium, because that's not a thing where they live. So it makes sense that originium arts assimilation would be flawed. Secunda, former Abyssal Hunter project researcher, now serving in Aegir's legions as a prefecta of the Sea Patrol. After Aegir sent out their invitation for collaboration to their fellow nations, she has reached a cooperative agreement with Rhodes Island to act as Aegir's envoy to land. I'm getting like so distracted from reading this, and I don't know why. She's now registered as one of Rhodes Island's collaborating operators under the codename Overflow. Cool! Very cool character design. This model down here looks awesome. I love it. Can I level Underflow? With one of these? I believe I can. Okay, so I need to use this. She does look cool, Orange.
Praise in a perilous time often means even heavier responsibilities. I'm prepared, Doctor.
Five stars are very hit or miss in that game because of a lot of them deserve the 5-star treatment for being niche in their subclass, but they're not usually as niche or as useful as 6 stars, and they're not normally as versatile as 4 stars. So there's a lot of 5 stars that don't get very much attention. But Underflow, being a sentry, makes her much more useful. Because there's just not a lot of them. She is now the 4th one in the game, and one of the other 3 was Blitz, who is no longer available. Though it's interesting they would add another 5-star sentry and not give us like a 4-star one or something. Deals 80 arts damage per second to targets on attacking, lasting 3 seconds. Damage is doubled against sea monsters. Attack range increases. Attack plus 40%, attack speed plus 30. Attacks become toxic fin spines that fire directly ahead, piercing through up to 3 enemies and inflicting slow for 1 second. Okay, that sounds awesome. Like, that sounds really, really good. That sounds a lot better than Liskarm in my opinion, just because the ability is similar to Liskarm's, but it doesn't have a knockout cooldown at the end of it. Reveals invisible enemies within range. Right, I forgot the sentries can do that. That's always handy. Also deals 100 arts damage per second to targets on attacking, rather than only 80. Well, I think I know we need to try out Underflow. She sounds awesome. Alright, new build. Let's bring out Underflow and Blitz. And Ash. Aya. Gotta love Texas. I'll bring out Logos, I think. Actually,
How about a slice of lava cake before we head out? It was one of Mom's traditions.
hmm. Let's do Ifrit and Lynn. I forgot I wasn't in quick select mode. Weeshadel, just in case. I probably won't need it. Almost forgot to grab Ulpianus. And let's say Dagon Breaker.
If I die here, use the pension to buy some roast potatoes for the gang.
Excuse me. That was Weeshadel laughing at the end there, by the way. The Doctor shows up at the Abyssal Hunter lab and maneuvers around Advisor Blandis to uncover what the Church is plotting with the Waterway program, while helping Ulpianus infiltrate the lab for his own investigation. Does this imply that Advisor Blandis is actually part of the Church? I'm not sure. I might be reading that wrong.
No need to make a scene.
Detritus.
I'm listening.
So I'm thinking and I'm just making small talk here now. I'm thinking of getting into the IT field as a career finally. At least a temporary one, probably more permanent, I don't know. Wow, 24 deployment though.
Please gather behind my shield.
But I'm not gonna do that until January. I'm just hoping I last in my current job until then. And that I do well enough that if IT doesn't work out, I can somehow come back to this job.
I'm in position.
It's not dealing as much damage as I was hoping.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
I'll take her out and I guess just chill out for a moment. What happens if I do this?
Pass on your last words? No. Need speed to succeed. I know.
I'll
what
take
to
her
do.
out, put in
Don't
Blitz.
order me around.
Let's go! Do you think I have time to use the bathroom?
I've only got 2 characters now. Let's do this.
Execution is not worth witnessing.
And this.
Toxic things. Be glad you're only facing the Sea Patrol, not our regular army.
Don't worry, Microwave. Life
Who takes joy in the fall?
Oh, he deals so much more damage with that skill.
I hear them.
Then again, I guess attack plus 230% when it's already... Yeah, it's up at 4,000 right now, which almost 5,000, which is absurd.
This execution
What is it
not
normally?
worth witnessing.
1,500. on the dot currently.
Ready to go. Stay clear of the blast.
Toxic Vince, requesting more firepower. I'll do it myself.
What's with these dudes? Alright, he actually took a carapace. That's really interesting. So now check this out.
I hear them. Your wounds will be rather striking.
Do you think I have surprise?
Ready to go. Watch for the blast.
Heck yeah! I positioned Ulpianus perfectly. That was beautiful. Secunda interrogates a cultist who attacked the lab. After their surgery, the hunters leave the city. Ulpianus tells the doctor more about the operation that first slew Ishamla.
Your face just now, it seems the expression folds of a feather flock together is indeed true.
Can I beat the remaining missions in the next 20 minutes? Oh, we're dealing with Netherbrand now. That's tricky. Not only that, but there's no... The only places to put down healing units is on these things, which can get ruined. So that tells me... I should swap out Blitz for Shoe.
A day of fine sun and gentle breeze. I hope everyone makes
And
it
I guess
home
let's see
safe.
how this goes now. Hey Orange, if you ever decide you want to try this game and you go ahead and get it, let me know, because I can give you tons of pointers, and you can also borrow some of my characters to help you out if you need them. That's a game mechanic in this game. You can temporarily borrow characters from other players. With the legions providing cover, the Abyssal Hunters penetrate into the nest to plant the final beacon. Ulpianus continues his search for the truth, while the Doctor finds Consul Clementia and grills her on Ager's plans for the Hunters. The Abyssal Hunters were, I believe, raised and surgically enhanced for the purpose of fighting the Seaborn, but it didn't completely work. And that's kind of what's going on there. Those things creeping on the floor. I remember seeing this back in Iberia. Nethersea brand is what the Iberians call it. One of the ways the Seaborn propagate themselves. Remember to use your little handy to clean it swiftly. The little handy we've been issued this time is equipped with drilling tools, so it can also be used to destroy Seaborn-created excrescent carapaces if required. Now why would I want to break one of those? Those are really handy.
The scent in the air is changing.
I'm listening. I know what nothing can mask the scent of disappearance.
Okay. Shoe goes here.
A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Hey there, Maru. Glad to have you here. I don't like that that dude's just hanging out over there. Should probably do something about these dudes. If I can.
No, we can't hide your fear.
Okay, Ulpianus can go here now.
This execution is not worth witnessing. I will handle it.
Don't better watch your step.
Clear skies for Tsiyin. Rain clouds.
The depths will devour your bones.
Beautiful.
I will handle it.
And I'll
They will
stop
pop
that.
up some useful
And do
information.
this. Perfect.
Don't you better watch your step. I know what to do.
I'll swap you for
You
her.
can go do something else.
Let's do this.
Got this will keep you quiet.
I didn't even realize that this was blocked. I thought those dudes were just chilling in here.
You want my opinion? Still soaking yourself in the past?
I will handle it. Your wounds will be rather striking.
Come on, boys. There's one. And there's two. Nailed it. I'll be honest, being able to launch himself like that is really cool. I gotta admit. I expected that would be useful, but that's actually more useful than I thought it would be. And that might just be because of these missions, but it is really handy to be able to have a unit that kind of hangs back, but then needs to rush forward for a stopgap or something. In Miliarium, Ulpianus breaks into the control room of the beacon tower. Confronting the once loyal friend who now seeks symbiosis with the Seaborn, Ulpianus sentences him. Ah, was I correct? Is Blandis actually with the cult?
No more than usual.
I mean, to be fair, his name is Blandis. Is that mean to say? I thought it was kind of funny. The children of the sea proliferate through the city. They will not permit any place in the sea that does not belong to the sea. Jordi helps Ulpianus send a warning to the Abyssal Hunters from the tower. Their beacon planted, the hunters are ready to return when they are swarmed. This is Jordi, by the way. Meanwhile, above the tower, the Seaborn begin to seep into the city through the dome. How are you doing, by the way, Maru? Oh, hello, Killazilla. Glad to have you here. How are you doing? Still sick? That sucks, Maru. And so the forefather passed into history, from whence came the Seaborn, and for the first time, his teachings were understood. Tired, but thank you. Yeah, I'm a little tired too. Let's be honest. Why am I saying let's be honest? I'm a little tired. I will be honest. This is an interesting map. I dig these decorations. This room looks awesome. Very mysterious. Very, like, oceanic laboratory looking. What about me? Having a bit of a rough week, but I'll manage. "18 hours for work in 2 days and rest about almost 4 hours. Oof. Now that doesn't sound like a good time. I'm thinking of getting a new job myself, but I forgot to put down underflow in the last mission. I'm waiting until January before I start seriously looking. Okay, let me look at this map again. Is this a passable spot? Probably not. So I might be able to place units here and create a choke point right here. Hold on a moment, everyone. Okay. Alright, if I can make a choke point, that should be good. So let's see how this works. The Seaborn infiltrate the beacon tower. Mutation erupts throughout the city. Consul Clementia pulls the entire population together to respond to the cataclysm and escorts the doctor and Calcit to the port. However, they run into an unexpected enemy, a fully Seaborn assimilated Aegir, a researcher of prehistoric civilization who went missing centuries ago. Ooh, I wonder who that is.
Captain, so I'm the one calling the shots here. Picked out your bait yet? Cecil! Kill them! Don't keep nothing to mask the scent of despair.
I'm going to do this to deal with that one.
Volcanic soot contains lots of...
You ran into me.
Alright. Now that pathway is blocked. Let's see, I'm going to do this.
The air is so dry.
And this.
A word I've not heard. Better watch your step.
I'm in position. Don't misunderstand. You're not even threatened.
Ah, I can't remove that manually.
I know what you can't hide your fear.
I could do this too.
Let the world burn! Does it hurt?
I'm requesting more firepower. I'll do it myself.
They will cough up some useful information.
Does it hurt? I bet it does!
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
I hear them. Your wounds will be rather striking.
Oh shoot, do these things deal elemental damage? I mean, that's what I've got Aya here for, but... I heard that sound, I recognize that sound. These things look vaguely like those creatures.
Get in the line of death!
Give it a moment.
I will handle it. Your
Boom.
useless tricks will only make your death more miserable.
Shriek all you want! Nobody cares!
They will cough up some useful information.
Sweet. So, Killa, if you're still there, what brought you to my little corner of Twitch? Just curious. Ooh. Ooh, that thing's pretty. Creepy, but pretty. Very pretty. Whoever drew that had fun. The mysterious Seaborn descends on the city. Calcet and the others learn of the Church of the Deep's origins, and more of the truth behind the Seaborn. Gladia hastens for the city, but fails to save Ulpianus. He has already separated the tower-turned nest from the city, and sunk with it into the abyss. That's the boss. I'm not surprised.
No more than usual.
Ah, that was BP7. BP8's the last one, isn't it? Is it the survival of life or of civilization? 2 exits, but there's also these shenanigans happening over here. BP9 is the last one. But BP8 is the boss stage? Why is the boss stage happening before the last stage? Hold on a minute. Oh, there is a BP9. You will see. Oh dear. Is this thing gonna drop a surprise on me? I guess I'll take Lynn out. I'll bring in Logos.
Questions are destined to be answered. Rules bound to be analyzed.
Well, I guess let's see how this goes. If this game is gonna pull a sneaky on me, though. Been a while since it did that. This is why I love these Seaborn stories. They're so neat, and they're always pulling tricks on you that keep you on your toes. I often find a way to... I often kind of hate the tricks, but now that I have nearly every character in the game, I can find ways around the tricks most of the time. It's a lot easier to handle when you have options. Once again, blue, black, and gold. I love it. It's a very dull gold. It might be bronze, but I love it. Miliarium's remaining city units reorganize themselves into a great wall, stopping the tide of Seaborn coursing towards the land. The waterway program may have failed, but Aegir's waterways open up once more in an unprecedented manner. Remaining city units? So I guess they're talking about like the mobile city concept. Sections of the city rearranged into a wall. Because at first I thought they meant like military units. Like the city's militia or something like that. And so you just had like a human wall. Okay, what we dealing with here?
Good. I suppose you've already got a plan.
I'm listening.
Banger Music Inc. Let's find out. It's pretty hard to beat Golden Age.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Ooh. Hold on a minute. This music's doing all kinds of stuff with chord progression. Very neat chord progression and dissonance happening. It's like it sounds melodic, but there are some notes that sound off. Just very strange.
They will cough up some useful information.
Oh, I forgot to read the description of that. Gosh dang it. Can I stop you here, though? Is this one of those cases where the boss is ever present and I can't do anything about it in this level?
I'm all stocked up. Target spotted.
I will handle it. Who takes joy in the fall?
I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Ficus is permanently invincible. Got it. You need to damage it indirectly, but I can't. Okay, I'm gonna put her here.
You can go do something else.
And I'm gonna do this.
I know what you want.
Don't better watch your step.
Boop.
I know what to do. Don't order me around.
Please gather behind my shield.
You want my emotion is meaningless here.
It took tons of damage. What happened? Hold on.
The Revenant's battling again. Always so focused on the ground.
Well, shoot, that's not good.
To look above.
Though the mountains
That's why I've got Wishadel, though. Goodness, those things deal so much damage.
I'm all stocked. Watch for the blast.
Don't misunderstand. You're not even threats to me.
Why is she confused?
Still mulling to use your weapon to tell me more.
I don't like whatever's happening here. This doesn't look good.
This execution
It's damage
is
through
not
the
worth
enemy it's connected to. Okay, interesting.
The Revenant's battling again. Poor little
I
guy.
need these squads to stop being squads.
Who takes joy in the fall?
Requesting more firepower.
Clear skies for tuning.
Did he auto use his skill just now? And he happened to position himself in the exact alternate place I wanted him?
This execution is not worth witnessing.
You want my opinion? Emotion is meaningless here.
Ready to go. Target spotted.
Alright, let's speed things up. It is getting hard to stay awake. Technically, I should be closing down right now.
Your useless tricks will only make your death more.
Don't misunderstand. You're not even threats to me.
You want my conviction will throw you off pace.
Oh, come on.
This execution is
Branch and bone bear weeds.
Alright, that was
Mounds
interesting.
and ruins
I have to
bloom
wonder why some of
fields.
those enemies just kind of stayed there. Ficus and Ash doing her best, right? Of course, I put Ash in to deal with the boss, but didn't really do much of anything when the boss was invisible. Look at this cool-looking dude. I have to wonder what this is that he's carrying. Some kind of Aegirian grenade launcher? Perhaps? Meliarium reconnects with Aegir's home territories. Gladia's mother uses a remote connection to discuss an alliance between land and sea. with Consul Clementia and Councit, but the outcome is by no means satisfactory. The mysterious Seaborn meets Scotty before its departure. A meeting between the two Isharmlaws. Well, it's a shame that the outcome of the alliance discussion was not at all satisfactory. I have to wonder what led to that fall. Did I get the trimmed version of that medal? Am I gonna accidentally steamroll this event? BP-9. Without walls and barriers, there can be no civilization. The Seaborn come, legionnaires meet them, laugh their siege to scorn, and beat them back home. Trimmed? Heck yeah. One exit with guaranteed ranged positions. That's a lot of entrances, and we are dealing with Netherbrand, but I think I can do this. This is going to be wild. But alright, time for the ultimate setup. Which is going to be very much like the one I was already doing, probably.
Is this a mission or a training session?
Like I said, very similar crew. Taking a sweet time loading this one.
Please double check your protective gear. Also, remember to keep a safe distance from the lava and give regular status reports.
I know what you can't hide your fear.
Oh, I'm already almost full up on deployment stuff. Cool. In that case, you...
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
You...
Volcanic silt contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too
You can
long.
go here.
How soon do you want them gone?
Wow.
You can go here.
Looks awfully dangerous. You call me out for this?
You can go here.
I speak.
Branch and bone bear weeds.
Still soaking yourself in the past?
The Revenant's battling again. Poor little guy.
Oh, I forgot I could have brought Stainless to support Wishadel. Oh well, no biggie. What was that? That was cool. Darn, I can't wipe that away. Ah, it's the older Seaborn.
I hear the veil, the curtain of destiny.
Don't worry about me, Professor. I've scaled a lot more volcanoes than you can imagine.
I just realized Wishadel isn't even in range of Aya over here. She is in range of Shu, of course, though.
I'm all stocked and clear.
Is it the beacons that are causing those meteor strikes? Missile strikes, whatever they are? I'm gonna do this, by the way, even though it's not really useful to me right now. I don't remember grabbing Koro Serum. Did I grab Koro Serum by accident at some point?
I hear the morning star, the illumination.
I must have grabbed Koro Serum thinking I was grabbing Logos and forgetting I already had him.
If you're really
Okay, we should let's stop this thing from lagging so much.
But have you forgotten
Ooh.
to look above?
Ooh.
we can make up for the missing data in the last report.
Okay, I did it, but ooh, that got real jank at the end there.
Do you like my nails? Guess what I used to paint them.
What's the story of those meteors, though? I gotta know, man. Kindred spirits tread divergent paths. Adversaries walk together. Interesting. I like that phrase. We have animated clouds, people. They raised the budget by $5. I'm intrigued that it's still scrolling. I wonder if it has an end. Aegir broadcast their declaration across the entire continent of Terra. The entire continent? Goodness gracious, how'd they do that? Ulpianus intercepts the Seaborn, the formal researcher of the prehistoric civilization. To discover the truth and to save Aegir, they perhaps will truly walk together. That would be interesting to see the Seaborn and the Aegir, as well as all the other people of Terra, working together in order to both discover the truth and save everyone. Unless it just means Ulpianus will work with the Seaborn. Now I'm really curious to see what it's talking about, though, but I can only read Arknights content for so long, especially without sound and what little animation there is and everything. But hey, I did it. I did every single mission on my first try, not counting that time that I accidentally clicked out of the screen and screwed up. I'm not counting that one because that was not a failure of my planning, that was clicking wrong. Spend 4,000 emergency supplies. Complete all the content in Conundra of the Sophon Theatrum. Clear BPEX-3 and deploy operators on at least 3 separate excrescent carapaces. Complete all stages in fortified defense on challenge mode, and defeat a total of 600 sea monster enemies in the event. Cool! I will do my best to complete the medal set. But for now, I'm gonna do these. I just realized that says stable surgical gimbal. Ulpianus' curtain. And Scotty's refreshment point, Gladio's reflection.
No need to turn your head.
Alright, give me
keep
these.
my report brief.
Put these in. Right, having her potential maxed out is what brings her down to 21. Got it.
Roads, islands, interior.
Well, alright, folks.
I'm lost as to whether I should say it's reminiscent.
That was everything I can do in the path of life at this current point in time. Like, gosh dang it, I clicked off the screen again. What have I done? I think I closed one of my docs. No, not that one. There we go. Sorry, I was messing with my OBS. Because I clicked out of the window again by accident. Yeah, of course everyone's still resting in there. Do I have any... Nope, everyone's still resting in here too. Right, okay. Anyway. It's about time I get going. It's really late and I'm really tired. But I hope you all enjoyed.
No need to turn your head. I will keep my report.
And I might repeat myself here. But anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You may find my YouTube and Discord in my Twitch profile if you would like to see past content or chat or updates, etc. Or if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, you may find my Twitch at the Winter Prince 52. You're welcome, Faiku. Thank you once again, everyone. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.